this message. Function text automatic, different for different representation types in language that and that. So this basically means that you have two function texts or more for the same device and they are different in content. So for the first representation, you somewhere added a symbol or a black box and set as a function text, for example, first, and on somewhere other on the second representation in your wiring diagram, you input another function text. But of course, let me demonstrate what this means inside this project. Double click on the message and open the devices navigator, synchronize selection. So we have basically two representations, the first one and the second one within our project for this device tag. Let's go to the first one. So this is the path function text, and this is also the function text of this device tag of this black box. When you double click on the device, you don't see a function text, but when you do that, right click and then properties global, then you see that the function text of this representation of this black box is the following. So this black box took over the content of this path function text. And now, since we have two representations, so this is the Chemie Labo Ablauf Ventilator Befehl. When we go to the second representation, so go to graphic, we see that somebody just copied the same function text across devices. And of course, this differs from the first one by large. So let's one more time go to the second representation. Right click on device and then properties global. So this means that for this particular device, for the main function, we have the right function text when we go to properties global, but for this representation, which is not a main function, we have something completely else. So let's copy this from the main function, since we went to the properties global, and then just enter here, Ctrl V on the keyboard. Okay, and let's see whether we have solved this first message. So let's select these two, mark them as completed, and then check only completed messages. So the second one stayed because we still didn't work with that one. Let's just make sure that Eplan didn't throw this message to the end, so it didn't. Let's go back and let's do the same for the second message. Seems like we have the same problem over here, so we're gonna go to properties global one more time, and seems like, let's synchronize selection to see the both representations. So this is the first representation. Go to graphic. This is in any case, regarding this particular wiring diagram, this is just definitely a mistake made by my team members, young engineers. They just copied this, of course. This in fact is a variable speed drive that controls a pump, of course, and this means that in this particular case you should have a ventilator or something like that inputted over here as a function text. In any case, Let's go to the second representation. And this makes more sense. So let's copy this path function text, Ctrl C on the keyboard. Let's go back to the first representation, paste the text over here. And by doing this, we have now made sure that the both texts have the same content. And in this case, this should be also a solution to this particular message. Check only completed messages, and seems like we solved the message. It's not here anymore in the list. So in any case, when you have a certain device represented on more than one place within your project, make sure that the function texts are the same, or you would get that message within the list. And that's it.